Next on Worcester News Tonight, the Worcester Fire Department receives a grant to keep firefighters healthy. Plus, state troopers reunite with dogs they helped rescue from Puerto Rico after 2 devastating hurricanes. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. A grant to the Worcester Fire Department will help provide more resources to city firefighters. The department was given a total of $60,000 to help fund O2X, a training program built for first responders and military personnel. Our Cam Jandro now joins us live with the details. Cam?
Yeah, Anna, being a firefighter is no walk in the park, and one of the biggest companies in the United States is reaching out to help make sure the Worcester Fire Department stays in shape. The life of a firefighter is stressful, and a grant to the Worcester Fire Department hopes to keep the city's firefighters healthy.
We used it to fund our O2X program, which is a human fitness performance program. It's a 4-day program that teaches us how to eat, how to sleep, how to breathe.
A total of $60,000 was given to the department. Fire Chief Michael Lavoie says nearly a third of firefighters are battling some form of post-traumatic stress and hopes the grant can lower the number.
This program teaches us how to deal with that through all those things that I mentioned, through nutrition, through better sleep, through workouts. It's just a fantastic program.
The grant came from the Leary Foundation with $40,000 provided by AT&T New England. President Patricia Jacobs says it's important for the company to support local first responders.
We wanted to do just a little something to help them, whether it's with stress prevention, health and wellness, nutrition. We need our firefighters feeling good and healthy, and AT&T wanted to support them.
Lavoie says O2X has been life-changing for him and hopes to see similar results for the department.
What we'd like to do is just change the culture and get them thinking more body weight, workouts, jogs, things like that. Even walking helps.
Now, Lavoie says about 60 firefighters, including himself, have gone through O2X already and hopes one day to see the entire department finish the program. Anna?
Thanks for that, Cam. For the month of February, billboards like these will be displayed across the city. The Worcester County District Attorney's Office has put them up as a reminder to lock up medications to prevent a loved one from becoming addicted. According to the DA's office, 4 out of 5 cases of heroin addiction start with prescription medicines. They say heroin often costs less and is easier to get than prescription opioids. Worcester's DPW worked throughout the night treating roadways to make for an easier commute this morning. It was a busy day for crews as well as hardware stores, with people picking up ice melt to prevent any slips and falls. Our Brittany Schaefer has more.
Around tonight, and clearly so is the ice. DPW crews were out sanding and salting roadways twice yesterday, again this morning, and they plan on treating those icy roads again tonight. Wednesday's freezing rain leaves a layer of ice across Worcester.
We sanded once right away because it was necessary, and then we sanded a second time because of the rain overnight. Today we're still sanding.
The Department of Public Works says treating icy roadways isn't inexpensive.
Just on average, it take about $50,000 to do the whole city. So once we're starting doing it a second and a third time, obviously it's a considerable amount of money.
At True Value Hardware on Hamilton Street, the store has been busy all day.
Today it's been nonstop since the second we opened up until now. As everybody ran out of ice melter in the last storm, and now they need ice melter now. So it's been extremely busy today.
Manager Eric Spencer says the store sold hundreds of bags of ice melt Thursday.
I have a lot of property managers. I got guys pulling up to the back, buying 5 to 10 bags at a time.
But hardware stores aren't the only ones seeing an increase due to the ice. St. Vincent Hospital says their emergency room is seeing more patients with weather-related injuries.
Well, we've seen a ton of people coming in with falls and oftentimes with fractures or other injuries, head injuries, for example, as a result of falling on the ice. Yesterday, for example, we had probably a couple dozen.
DPW crews will be out again tonight sanding roads. Commissioner Paul Musi says this year's snow budget is on track.
We have a $6 million snow budget, and not including yesterday, we were up to $2 million. I haven't got the bill for yesterday yet.
Now, according to the National Weather Service, the temperatures won't reach above freezing until Saturday, so it seems like these icy conditions are here to stay. In Worcester, Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
A group of Massachusetts State Police troopers is reunited with some four-legged friends they rescued in Puerto Rico. The troopers were sent to help officers with the devastation on the island, but when they found the dogs, they knew they would be taking on an additional role. Our Rosalind Flaherty was there for the reunion today and has more.
10-month-old Obi is energetic and doing well. Massachusetts State Police troopers helped rescue him from the devastation in Puerto Rico, and Thursday they were reunited.
We saw these dogs probably at their worst when we were over in San Juan in Puerto Rico. To see it happy and sleeping from the state it was when we were over there, it's excellent.
12 Massachusetts state troopers deployed to the island to assist local police in December. They came across a pack of dogs roaming around and started taking care of them.
Every day, we had to add about 40 minutes to our trip because the troopers wanted to stop. They bought some food, water, they provided some comfort to these animals. Before the end of our trip, we were able to go to the Humane Society of Puerto Rico and just see if there's anything we could do to help.
It's where the troopers met Obi and his 4 siblings. All were later sent to the Sterling Animal Shelter. Their message is for owners to consider adopting one of the adorable pups because they are in need.
If you're in need of a new family member, if this is the correct time for you to add an additional family member, these dogs are fantastic.
Since the hurricanes, the shelter has taken in hundreds of dogs. The executive director says all dogs are vaccinated.
We're not just scooping them up, off the streets and throwing them on a plane. There's a lot of pre-transport requirements we have to make sure they are healthy.
Obi was adopted last week into his forever home, and the troopers hope other dogs will find the same.
These dogs are phenomenal dogs, super friendly.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A scary start to the day for a bus driver in Sterling. A bus caught fire in the parking lot at 139 Greenland Road. The fire department shared this video on social media. They say it happened this morning before pickup, so thankfully no students were on the bus. The driver wasn't hurt. The fire department believes a problem with the heating unit in the back of the bus may have been to blame. An update to a story we first brought to you last night. We now know 3 Holy Cross men's basketball players were suspended from the team. The Crusaders were without 3 of its players at last night's game against Navy. Over the weekend, the athletics department was made aware of potential NCAA violations involving student athletes. It's unclear at this time what the violations are, but school leaders say the individuals are on interim suspension from all team activity. The school is conducting a full investigation. The founder of a well-known Worcester market has passed away. Ed Hyder's family says they want to keep his memory alive through his story and by working hard. Our Chandler Walsh spoke with Hyder's children today and has more on his legacy.
Ed Hyder's children honor his legacy the best way they know. Miriam and Greg Hyder were back to work in his store, getting messages of support from both strangers and loyal customers.
Seeing this outpouring, I think, is greater than anything our mother and our sister and us could have ever imagined. I mean, it's incredible to see the lives that he touched.
I don't think he realized how much of an impact he had on the community.
A lifelong Worcester resident, Ed died unexpectedly Tuesday. He opened Ed Hyder's Mediterranean Marketplace in 1975 when he was in his 20s. The business grew to be a popular spot in the city, and his kids watched as their father became just as popular.
I think we always knew our father was special. People would stop him and everyone wanted to talk to him that knew him, and you could tell they had a great respect and love for him.
Ed's children say their father was a success because of his love for people. They say he valued his relationships with customers.
I had someone actually come in to me yesterday, give me her condolences, and then she's like, just so you know, it's like, I came here just as much for the good quality food as I did for Ed.
He'd present himself to you right away. He said, can I help you with something? What do you need? All his help was like that. Very nice.
The family is keeping the business open and say for them, it will keep his spirit alive.
We'll feel like he's here every day.
Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
In an effort to be environmentally responsible, Dunkin' Donuts has announced plans to eliminate all foam cups beginning this spring. The company said on its website Wednesday, the foam cups will be completely phased out from its stores by 2020. Dunkin' will replace the foam cups with a new double-walled paper cup. They're already being used in the majority of its international markets. Foam packaging decomposes slowly, and it can end up in oceans and harm marine life and other animals. Dunkin Brands Group Inc. joins other chain restaurants trying to diminish its footprint. McDonald's said last month it would use only recycled or other environmentally friendly materials for its soda cups, Happy Meal boxes, and other packaging by 2025.